So, yes, journal is now codex. So anytime a mission updates, it's also going to flash or a codex entry pops in. So we got to parse out, we got to weed out some of these redundant entries from the new ones.
So there's a button that's X that would mark all as viewed.
That's bad, because there's going to be new stuff in here.
So shall I just start from the beginning?
Yeah, we're going to have to just kind of recognize it, because here's the thing is,
The Asari were the first species to discover
the thought process is that the earlier we solve this problem, the less we're going to have more new entries popping up to confuse us, right? But for now, I guess we'll just have to wing it. So we know about those. Council of Species, those are all the same. Yeah. Maybe the audio quality will
I was
be a
thinking
clue.
about it, but
species in the galaxy.
Scroll to the bottom.
They vanished in a swift galactic extinction. Only the legacy of their empire remains. They are believed to have built the mass relays and the Citadel, which have allowed numerous species to explore and expand throughout the galaxy. Prothean ruins are found on worlds across the galaxy. While surprisingly intact for their age, functioning examples of Prothean paleotechnology are rare. Time and generations of looters have picked their dead cities and derelict stations clean. Some believe the Protheans meddled in the evolution of younger races. The Hanar homeworld of Kage, for example, shows clear evidence of former Prothean occupation. The presence of a former Prothean observation post on Mars has caused a rebirth of interventionary evolutionists among humans. These individuals believe the god myths of ancient civilizations are misremembered encounters with aliens.
interesting theory.
Right. And like
Gods were aliens.
And that's the closest look we're getting at them in the process of getting collectorified, right? Yeah, Mars caused the rebirth of the evolutionists. They probably tampered with us. They probably made us as cool as we are.
Damn.
Credit stolen, dude.
Oh, that was it. Okay. Non-council races?
In the early
Lesser
2160s,
non-council
the Alliance
races.
began aggressive colonization of worlds in the
Is this
Skyllian
the same?
Verge,
Scroll to the bottom.
much to the dismay of the Batarians, who had been developing the region
Looks
for
like it
several
is, yeah.
decades.
Same?
In
Yeah.
21
Then drill.
2 centuries
Yep,
ago,
yep, yep.
the Hanar helped
Yep,
375,000
same.
members.
Of
The
course.
Elcors
Yep.
are a Citadel species native.
The mountains.
The Geth are a humanoid race of
Geth.
networked AIs. They were created by the
Hanar.
Wait, does the Geth refer to anything we learned in last game? Go back to the bottom, sorry.
They were created by the Quarians.
No, it
300
didn't.
years ago
Okay,
as
yeah,
tools
we're good.
of labor and
The
work.
Hanar.
Yep,
are
we're
a
good.
Citadel
Face name and soul
species known
names.
for excessive politeness.
Water.
When
the
the
keepers.
Asari discovered the Citadel, they also discovered the keepers.
Yep, we're
A
good.
docile
Krogans.
Krogan evolved in a hostile and vicious environment. Until the
Yep.
invention of gunpowder forbidden from their
Quarians.
home system by the Geth nearly 3
They
centuries
look
ago.
down on the
The
Quarians.
Volus are a member species of the Citadel with their own
Yeah, the
embassy.
Barterers,
But
the
they are
bank.
also a client
Of course, the bank.
The Citadel is an
Citadel.
ancient deep space station, presumably constructed by the Protheans.
Yep.
Since
Spectres.
the Prothean extinction,
Virtually
Spectres are
indestructible.
agents from the Office of Special Tactics
Spectres.
and Reconnaissance.
Oh.
and
Backroom
answer-
problem
Is that
solvers.
the
Spectres are agents
the,
from the
DLC
Office of
lady we
Special
fought?
Oh,
Tactics
yeah,
and
it,
Reconnaissance, and answer only to the Citadel Council.
I forget her name.
You could
They
choose
are
to be a
elite
not
military
Spectre, making all of that
operatives,
irrelevant,
granted the
though,
authority
right?
to
We
deal with threats to
we
peace
opted
and
back in,
stability
but
in
the choice to
whatever
not
way
be
they
one
deem
was there.
necessary. They operate independently or in
Charge
groups
lady.
of 2 or 3.
Humanity and the Systems Alliance.
Earth, the home world
Okay,
and capital
that
of
sounds cool.
humanity, was
Here we go.
enjoying a new golden age before the Reapers attacked. Disease, pollution, and other social ills were on the decline, thanks to technological advances and a wealth of resources from the colonies. Earth was an inspiration even to alien cultures, resulting in influence out of proportion with humanity's brief time on the galactic stage. The Reaper
Wank,
attack
wank.
has put an end to any semblance of this former life. The great cities of Earth are storehouses of human DNA for the Reapers to harvest. Reaper gunships, capable of megaton-scale firepower, annihilated industrial centers in seconds. The militaries of Earth's disparate nation-states have retained only partial communication with the Systems Alliance fleets, leaving the planet's resistance efforts uncoordinated and vulnerable. The loss of the comm buoy network has cut off Earth's economy from the rest of the galaxy, sending shockwaves across galactic markets and a significant obstacle to receiving aid.
Damn.
Yeah.
Isolated.
So Earth is so cool that every race is inspired by all it's got going on. God damn, aren't we fucking great? I guess in retrospect,
I preferred when they hated us.
well, I mean, there's that, but like my whole thing about when I was talking about how like it was such a footnote in the previous game, you know, and how I was like, I like that. I guess if you knew in advance that this game was going to be all about Earth under attack, that sounded pretty silly, because it all comes back to the familiar thing. But I do, and I mean, it's like, oh shit, you brought it to a really emotional point for the gamer, but not necessarily for the humans that are born in space that don't have a huge attachment. If you're not, you know, depending on who you are, your shepherd could be attached, certainly, but not every human in space is going to have the big, like, no, you know, it's not like the motherland is going to have a massive emotional effect for everybody. Exactly. Precisely. Right. So that aspect aside, though, I know that different sci-fi settings have different ways of going about that, and I've heard about Earth and like Star Trek and shit like that. But yeah, I guess I kind of am like, I'm a fan of when Earth ain't that special, because there's tons of other things out there.
No, that's how it should be. Like,
that's how it should be.
Why us every time?
We're
more
not
than
that
others?
special, man.
We're not that great.
You know, we're just one of the others, and at the end of the day, like, you zoom out on the map and there's a lot of interesting places to go. And, you know, to think almost like that they're lesser than Earth is like, yeah, like, no, they should be anyway. So it's an interesting thing that this kind of swerves it all back to, you know, the importance that the hand holding the controller is going to feel towards the planet. But I don't mind it when Earth is just another planet we could scan, you know?
Yeah. Just a little nothing out there. Rise of the Alliance.
A political economic pact for collective colonial security, the Alliance is the central galactic institution of human society. The Alliance gained associate membership to the Citadel Council in 2165.
Yeah, we've seen that.
We've seen this, yeah.
Systems
The only
Alliance
difference is this time around we're under the understanding that the Alliance imposes consensus. It doesn't actually reach it.
That bar was killer.
Out of the various national space programs as a matter of practicality.
Systems Alliance.
Planets had been explored and exploited.
Okay, known associates.
Admiral Stephen Hackett is a decorated officer in the Systems Alliance.
Hell yeah.
Assigned to Arcturus Station on the far side of the Sol Relay. In the battle for the Citadel, Admiral Hackett commanded the 5th Fleet. Following that victory, he was promoted to head of the Alliance military. Hackett was born to a single mother in Buenos Aires in 2134. When his mother died in the pandemic of 2146, he was placed in the Advanced Training Academy for Juveniles, where his superior talents in science and leadership quickly became evident.
Damn.
Hackett enlisted in 2152, volunteering for high-risk missions to colonize space beyond the Sol Relay.
Wow, at
He
age
was
18.
commissioned as a second lieutenant on Arcturus Station in 2156, and soon proved his ability in the First Contact War. His rare ascent.
Yeah, he's become a pretty fucking cool character from just a side mission dispenser.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty fun.
His info is always deep information.
Yeah. So I was you know what term came to mind when I was thinking about like that thing we were talking about with Earth and stuff? It's Earth exceptionalism. Right? If you have something like that internally where you're just like, yeah, like if you it feels very close to that kind of idea if you want to see it be more special than the other things that you're encountering, you know. EE. All right, anything new under
Admiral
Keith?
David Edward Anderson is a career military officer in the Systems Alliance Navy. Born in London in 2137, He later moved to Arcturus
forgot he
Station and
was-
became the first graduate of the
At
Alliance's
least I
now
didn't know.
renowned N7 Marine
London boy.
program. Anderson is one of the Alliance's most decorated
You
special
forgot what?
forces operatives.
London boy.
And served
Oh, yeah.
with honor during the First
Sure.
Contact War. He was the original captain of the SSV
For
Normandy
Spectre.
before relinquishing command to his XO, Commander Shepard. After the Alliance victory in the Battle of the Citadel, Anderson briefly served as the Citadel's first human counselor.
Yeah.
He soon became embroiled in a Cerberus plot to abduct his friend Kaylee Sanders, however, and learned that he was unable to live a life without action. He stepped down as counselor and returned to the military to prepare for the Reaper invasion. The Alliance Parliament named Donald Udina as his successor.
Yeah, that thick British accent that he has, clearly.
Say that again?
That thick British accent that he has, clearly.
Like, what?
Yeah,
Also, Alliance Parliament named Udina.
sure did.
He's back on?
Sure did.
Damn.
He stepped down. And that is super respectable. Can I be of more use, like, fighting red tape? Or should I give Udina the power he so desperately fucking jacks off to and
Just go
get
do my
shit
thing.
done
Yeah, for real.
for real with, hands-on?
Very respectable. Fighting
Sick.
his own war.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Dr. Blue.
Dr. Liara Tassoni is an Asari information broker with a background in scientific research on Prothean technology. Born on Thessia in 2077, she is the only child of the late matriarch Benezia. Although mother and daughter became estranged in the years before Benezia was indoctrinated by the Reaper known as Sovereign. Tassoni is also a highly trained biotic who served under Commander Shepard aboard the SSV Normandy before the ship was destroyed in a collector attack. Before she became involved in galactic affairs, Dr. Tassoni spent 50 years researching the Protheans' technology and the mystery of their extinction. She now divides her time between uncovering Prothean ruins and consulting with noteworthy representatives of the various Citadel races.
Is it possible for her to not become the Shadow Broker, I wonder? Because you have that moment where you can influence her decision,
Oh, good question. Huh.
No, she has to become it.
Okay. Being a archaeologist and dealing with fools.
Well, it's not mentioned here, so I was curious if,
Major Caden Alenko is a human biotic and an officer in the Systems Alliance. He served as staff lieutenant under Commander Shepard on the SSV Normandy during the Battle of the Citadel and now heads the Special Operations Biotics Division at the Alliance Warfare Center. An Alliance tribunal recently called on Alenko to testify about his experience with the Reapers. Alenko suffers from severe headaches because of the early model L2 biotic implants that he was given as a child. The L2 implants have since been discontinued due to the risk of crippling neurological damage.
No talk about the colonies. All right.
Don't mention it. Yeah, it was a bad time. in
A
his
pretty
life,
embarrassing show.
Redacted. There's a line missing there. Oh, man.
Flight Lieutenant Jeff Joker Moreau is a
Yeah.
respected pilot with the Alliance Navy. Born and raised on Arcturus Station, he is widely considered to be the best helmsman in the Systems Alliance. Moreau enlisted with the Navy directly out of school and quickly gained the respect of his superiors. He served as pilot of both the Normandy SR-1 and its successor, the SR-2,
No Normandy.
and was at their
Hell
respective
yeah.
helms during the Battle of the Citadel and the assault on the collectors. Moreau suffers from Vrolik syndrome, a rare debilitating disorder also known as brittle bone disease.
And that is the list of known associates.
So we're not going to hear about his his AI powered Nerve Stim Pro premium subscription. No.
Major
God. I can't wait to see him again.
In recent years, the pro-human syndicate known as Cerberus has seen its influence grow galaxy-wide. The
Is this the
largely
same?
Seems like it is.
organization now includes
Yep.
private
Yep.
intelligence agents. The elusive man is a human loyalist
What
focused
you
on
got about
advancing
him?
the interests of his species, whatever the cost to
Terra
non-humans
Firma twins.
and reportedly humans. The
Screenshot
Citadel
attached.
Council regards him as a fanatic
Scroll
who
down.
poses a serious threat to galactic security. The reclusive tycoon is the head of Cerberus, an organization that furthers his pro-human agenda throughout the
You
galaxy.
know, it kind of looks good.
His views have led him into questionable
I mean, that's a really
alliances.
good screenshot.
Recent rumors go so
Yeah,
far as
they
to
took
suggest that the
the
elusive
filters
man
on.
may even have allied with the Reapers.
See, the problem with that is that, like, you want to go, nah, he's just in it for the fucking bullshit, right? We can control them. But when that plan starts failing, you're telling me that when the Reapers try to extend a fucking fake cybernetic olive branch, that he's not going to think maybe, hold on, if you help betray the humanity, we will let you use and control us totally, for sure, man. You know what I mean? Like, when that shit goes wrong, right?
Disgusting.
Not to mention, indoctrination can happen to anybody,
Anyone.
except you, apparently.
Yeah, we're godlike.
But,
Yeah.
you know, so don't even write that last one off.
He could have allied with them.
Fucking Tim.
Can't be trusted. Ships and
Cerberus
vehicles.
built the Normandy SR-2 as a second-generation version of the
Is
Alliance
this the same?
frigate SSV Normandy,
The Kodiak?
originally created to covertly insert Alliance Marines into hostile
Have
environments.
we seen this?
I
The
don't.
UT-47 shuttle
No.
has since been sold to allies, recovered by enemies, and had its specifications stolen by spies.
Everybody knows how it works.
In one form or another, this durable transport is now used in all corners of the galaxy.
But where's our Norman 3?
A-model Kodiaks feature a front-mounted mass accelerator cannon that can be used
Don't
in
we have a warranty on
anti-vehicular
it? And
role. Since the shuttle lacks
an insurance
proper
could just
gun
crash in the
bolts,
term and
soldiers
be-
often
get a
open the
new
side
one.
hatch
Hell
to
yeah.
fire on enemies. This is discouraged in Alliance manuals since it exposes the interior to return fire.
Oh, damn.
Flying the 47A during atmospheric combat requires considerable skill.
Mm-hmm.
The pilot must reduce the vehicle's mass for speed and handling while maintaining enough
Cut to
mass
James just
resist
ramming
recoil
another
in
car.
inclement weather. More than one pilot has overstressed the Kodiak's field generator and ended up on the battlefield instead of above it.
Ideal for narrowly escaping dramatic explosions.
Preferably better if you jump inside.
Especially, yep. Really good at dodging side mission explosions. A little less effective when it comes to main mission explosions, but
Asari-made Solaris armor can resist even the tremendous heat and kinetic energy of starship weapons. The armor is nearly unsurpassed in strength because its central material, carbon nanotube sheets woven with diamond chemical vapor deposition,
Damn.
are crushed by mass effect fields into super dense layers, able to withstand extreme temperatures. That process also compensates for the diamond's brittleness. Diamond armor itself has two limiting disadvantages. First, while nanotubes and CVD diamond construction have become
Scroll
cheaper in
down.
recent years, it remains prohibitively expensive
We saw
to
this.
coat starships. Cyclonic barrier
CBT definitely
technology,
saw this.
CBT. After the Battle of the Citadel, human and Turian volunteers spent 3
We saw
months
this
too.
clearing the station's orbit.
Technology.
Biotics is the ability of rare individuals to manipulate dark
Yeah, we should have seen
energy and
this, right?
create mass effect fields through
Yeah.
the use of electrical when
Yeah, the
subjected
ESO
to an
stuff.
electrical current, the
Mass
element
effect
zero
fields.
can increase or decrease.
The mass
believed
relays.
to be of Prothean origin. Mass relays were in fact
Metagel.
is a common medicinal
Its purpose
pharmaceutical
changes every
handheld
game.
Devices that combine a computer microframe,
The what?
sensor
Metagel.
analysis pack. Metagel is a common medicinal
Just it's
salve
every
used
game
by
has different health
paramedics, EMTs, and
systems
military
going on.
personnel. It combines
Okay. The Reapers.
the Reaper, called Harbinger, is believed to be the oldest and largest in the Reaper armada.
Oh yeah.
In the reaches of dark
Oh, we're
space,
learning.
Harbinger managed to control the Collectors, a race of human-sized insectoid bipeds, as it sent them on a campaign to kill and gather humans from vulnerable colonies. The Collectors became a terrifying force in the galaxy, responsible for the murder of hundreds of thousands. Surviving colonists have described the tone of Harbinger's threats heard through the Collectors as they attacked as visceral and terrifying. Alliance intelligence has tentatively identified Harbinger as one of the Reapers leading the attack on Earth.
So this lame-ass fucking zero bar having non Nazara
Yeah.
as an enemy that we have here is one of the oldest and gets prestiged in that way and is probably just salty throwing shit at Earth after what happened. You're still fucking lame. Your plan's trash. And fucking what? We have, hold on, scroll down a second. Yeah. So the one thing though that still kind of bugs me is collectors mentioned last time are just a mysterious race that's been around for a while. We just kind of never knew much about them and sort of ignored them. You know, like it's not like collectors came out and like, well, I guess they did come out and
repurposed Protheans or something.
Well, no. We know that, but I mean, prior to like discovering what they were,
Right. They were a weird new.
they were just a weird race that was doing its own thing that nobody really kind of understood. But they were also like really, I guess they were just tough, you know, and dangerous. But like anything that shows up and you're like, what the fuck is that? You kind of have to dig into it. You can't just leave it and go like, I don't know, whatever, we'll deal with it later. You know, you can't hand wave a random race like that anymore.
Put it in the codex.
A myth.
yeah.
A myth.
I don't like that
common to
Harbinger's
several cultures
is
in the
older.
galaxy.
The oldest.
Reapers were once
He's lame.
imagined as space monsters that consumed entire stars. Archaeologists who searched for the sources of such myths found little besides the themes of all-consuming devils that are common to primitive cultures. Although accurate information about the Reapers remains scarce, the galaxy now knows that the Reapers are not a myth. They are a real and devastating threat.
The galaxy is stupid slow.
So here's the question. How many of the ones that landed and started attacking Earth did we manage to take out, if any at all? I mean, well, they can go down to firepower.
I want to say 0 right now.
I want to say that too, but the Citadel made it look like you can take them out with conventional weapons. You just need a whole lot of them.
Yeah.
Right? If we could do it, then they can do it, but maybe they can't do it. You know? And if they took out 0, then it's really just like, all right, count down the timer until the population becomes 0.
Yeah.
Right?
Take that human juice.
Sovereign was the first Reaper encountered by the modern
The
Citadel
cooler
races.
Reaper.
Military
Way
leaders
sicker.
initially assumed that Sovereign was a Geth or Prothean flagship commanded by Saren Arterius, a rogue spectre. The truth was far more alarming. The massive ship was itself intelligent, and Saren proved to be under its control. The attack
That was
by
crazy.
Sovereign against Eden Prime and the Citadel removed any uncertainty about the Reaper's technological superiority. Sovereign's formidable
Now you
shielding
know.
and firepower allowed it to hold off the combined fleets of the Citadel, and its mass effect fields proved powerful enough to let the enormous vessel land on a planet's surface. Sovereign's mission, to open a mass relay that would transport the other Reapers from dark space, proved its undoing. During the Battle of the Citadel, Sovereign linked its consciousness to Saren's. When Saren's death corrupted the signal and shut down Sovereign's shields, Sovereign's destruction soon followed.
Also known as Nazara, or the other cooler Reaper with a bigger dick.
Official names.
God damn it, Harbinger sucks by
Sovereign was the
comparison.
first Reaper indoctrination is an insidious means of corrupting organic minds, reprogramming the brain through physical and
seen this?
psychological conditioning using electromagnetic
Yes.
we have.
fields, infrasonic
Yes.
and ultrasonic noise, and cannibals are
What are
frontline
these?
maneuver units created from corrupted Batarians.
Oh!
The nickname refers to their propensity to devour the bodies of fallen comrades. This triggers a biochemical process through which the cannibals spontaneously heal themselves and grow new chitinous armor. The transformation also appears to give cannibals a greater awareness of their surroundings, leading to more strategic behavior and careful use of battlefield cover.
huskified Batarians. Reggie, it is now triple okay to kill these things.
That's why it has 4 eyes.
5 even.
With the middle one?
If that middle thing counts.
Ooh.
Wow. Every one of those is bonus XP.
We're not done.
Nah.
We're not done.
That's free XP. 300,001, 300,002, 300,000. Shepherd, what the fuck, man?
What is wrong with you? Focus on the mission.
Enemies everywhere. Oh, damn. This is what happens, huh?
Like Shepard reading the codex, he's like, cannibals are what? The gleam in his eye.
I've been waiting for this. Man, this is what happens when they get their hands on them. Well, there's a whole bunch of other races that they could surely get their hands on.
Frontline Reaper units from corrupted Batarians. But how corrupted were they? Did the Batarians approach them? Did the Reapers approach them and offer to corrupt them? What's going on?
Okay, well, we know that husked humans just have to get dropped on a spike.
That's good.
Right? But I think corrupted Batarians just need to sign a contract on the dotted line. How did they become cannibals?
We want you.
Well, they watched a video and signed a contract?
Dude. That's crazy.
Damn, didn't take much.
Cannibal husks are the aggressive, mindless foot soldiers of the Reaper armies. They are created
Reaper
by
armies.
Just promise they're going to get a couple
dead
slaves at the end of their
humans on
duty.
mechanical spikes that rapidly extract water
You're not
and
going to be
trace
changed by
minerals
this war
and
or this
replace them
ordeal.
with
Don't worry about it.
cybernetics.
Come back home, you'll be a hero.
All the slaves you
lifeless
want.
flesh and tissue, transforming the bodies into horrifying killing machines.
And that's the bottom of the Reapers.
Yeah.
Although melee
Omni
combat
tool weapons,
applications
probably the
Sure.
same.
Omni
Yeah.
tool are
Now we can go to the Codex Secondary. All right, this we can read, I believe. After 20 years of manned research outposts and nearly a century of robotic exploration, the European Space Agency's Laurel City became the first permanent settlement on Mars 2103. Have we seen this? I remember that term, Laurel City. Within a decade, the United States and China have founded permanent settlements as well. South Polar region of Promethe Planum developed a Bermuda Triangle reputation. Satellites detected intermittent mass concentrations and magnetic field shifts. In 2148, prospectors working near Deseado crater discovered an underground complex, a Prothean observation post. The odd phenomena were generated by the operation and discharge of a mass effect core struggling to function despite 50 millennia of neglect.
Oh my god, this is yeah. They were sitting on Mars watching the apes play with the domino. And then they hit the button.
Earth was electrified by the news. Humanity was unequivocally not alone. While courts battled over who owned the ruins, the international scientific community coordinated a mass effort to access, translate, and interpret the databanks recovered from the facility. The facility proved to be a biosciences observation post built when Homo sapiens were first evolving on Earth. While the motives of the Protheans are not certain, translated records indicate that the facility was in regular communication with automated observation platforms in Earth orbit and on the lunar near side. The half-dozen mass effect spaceships found in the facility were presumably used for first-hand observation.
Damn. Maybe the twist will be like, so should we continue with the plan to modify these apes to become something? And it's like, no, wait, further research has indicated that they have the potential to become super sick on their own. Mm-hmm. Leave them alone.
Yeah, don't touch them.
And we're like, okay.
Let it sit for a bit. It's not ready yet.
Yeah.
Though now extinct, the Rachni once threatened every species in Citadel space. Over 2,000 years ago, explorers foolishly opened a mass relay to a previously unknown system.
I think this is the same.
Encountered, blah, blah, blah. Rachni were not peaceful.
Does it mention the saving? No. Okay, yeah, it's the same.
All right. The collectors.
Yep, that's the same.
What the? Varen? We probably ran about the
Yep,
Varen.
yep.
The Vorcha. They're weird and they assault each other.
Yeah, basically it's like I'm looking
anywhere.
for like if the end, if I recognize the text and if the end adds any
That's
updates,
changed, yeah.
right? Yeah.
The Yag.
We
seems to be
did
the
get
same.
this inside the DLC.
CSEC with this.
Yep, the breakdown
Unless there's
stats.
something at the bottom that's new.
Nope. CSEC is CSEC.
Statistics.
There's some numbers.
First contact war.
Yep. Oh, timeline. Let's see. Has this changed?
Okay. Settlement. Lowell City. Yeah, that's where I think we heard it.
Right.
Yeah. And the timeline, we saw that.
Okay.
Alpha Lashland, Helium 3, Gagarin Station, the ruins.
Go back
data.
up a second. Like, it wouldn't hurt to revisit now that we have a little bit of context. No. I mean, you were going at a decent pace before. Prothean ruins on Mars.
Translation of Prothean data.
Finding the mass relay.
A shipping accident.
EZO.
Exposes EZO.
Right. Then coat the children in EZO.
Superpowers.
Use it like baby powder.
Superpowers.
Just right under the diaper. Shake some EZO.
Yeah. And then a bit of cancerous growth. Nothing to be worried about, Commander Shepard. What a great year. 2154. Systems Alliance.
And the rest was history.
Children of Singapore.
Telekinetic abilities.
First contact war.
Floating
liberation.
babies. Yeah.
The Parliament. Humans.
Yeah, just stab your baby with a stand arrow. What's the worst that could happen?
Superpowers. Baby Stando. Skillian Verge. Fisher Ma.
Geth, led by Saren.
With the attack. And the Collectors abduct thousands of human colonists in the Terminus systems. Shepard leads a team beyond the Omega-4 relay to attack the Collectors where they live, stopping the abductions. And we are in the year 2186. Go up one. Sorry.
Did it mention Akuz?
Right there.
Yeah, right there. Thresher Maz. Okay. All right.
Akuz. All right. And special operations. Interplanetary combative training. What is this? The System Alliance's premier school for leadership and combat expertise. The Interplanetary Combatives Academy, sometimes called N School or the Vila, recruits officers from every branch of Earth's militaries to partake in grueling courses at Vila Militar in Rio de Janeiro. Yeah, it's a J. Brazil, Brazilian is hard
I was
J's.
about to say, like, I've made that mistake and have been corrected.
It's hard J's.
Brazilian Portuguese, you hit those J's.
Yeah. Initially, candidates train for more than 20 hours a day, leading small combat teams through hostile terrain with little sleep or food. Trainees who do well are awarded an internal designation.
It's always funny to throw in the accent on the proper names and and use the intronyms. Like exonyms and intronyms for like country names and things like that.
Oh, okay.
Right? So if you go like Nippon versus Japan or Niharawa. So yes, me and my friends, we went down and visited Niharawa.
Oh, shut up, you pompous prick. You stupid shit. Say Nicaragua like all of us.
That's all. I'm laughing to myself on that one.
Initially, candidates train for more than 20 hours per day, leading small combat teams through hostile terrain with little sleep or food. Trainees who do well are awarded an internal designation of N1 and are invited to return. Subsequent courses, N2 through N6, are often held off-planet and include instruction in zero-G combat, military free-fall, parachuting, jetpack flight, combat diving, combat instruction, linguistics, and frontline trauma care for human and alien biology. Oh, that's cool. The highest grade of training, N6, provides actual combat experience in conflict zones throughout the galaxy. If the trainee survives these scenarios in admirable and effective fashion, he or she finally receives the coveted N7 designation. N7 is the only ICT designation that may be worn on field or dress uniform. I seem to recall this. There's little shame in failing an N course. The training is so extreme that even qualifying
I can
for
use the refresher.
N1 elevates an officer to a position of respect. The universal prestige of merely attending the academy helps to restrain trainees from taking excessive risks in pursuit of higher honors. Although ICT qualification by itself does not guarantee higher rank, those officers who are able to complete the program are typically well suited to senior leadership positions.
Such as Master Chief. I mean... What?
Don't worry about that.
N school. Spartan? What? What's that?
Want to take this one?
Sure, yeah. Cerberus Centurion. I think we already did this, actually. Scroll down. Yeah. No, this is a new... No, these are the new soldiers. Never mind. Centurions are Cerberus's frontline tacticians. They're meant to enact the elusive man's strategic goals. Although it's clear that they have a leeway to adapt as an encounter develops. The only useful intelligence that the Alliance has gathered on Centurions relates to their armament. Each Centurion carries an M96 Maddock heavy rifle modified to launch smoke grenades, leaving enemies vulnerable to crossfire. Also, when they talk, they sound like Batarians. Which, you know... It's pretty easy on the trigger finger. Guardians, the Cerberus equivalent of human tanks, are slow-moving soldiers who carry enormous polycrystalline composite shields. The weight of the shield requires an armored suit equipped with hydraulic assists for dedicated power supply. Combining this exceptional protection with a suite of enviro-mapping systems, Guardians focus on flanking opponents to flush them from cover. A Guardian's slow but relentless approach is intended to demoralize enemies as well as draw their fire, but rip away their shield, and Guardians become little more than cannon fodder.
I need to figure out how to take off their shield.
You ain't Reinhardt.
Yeah. I was able to like stagger them and go like, but they're pretty solid.
Use your biotics.
Yeah. Assault troopers are the backbone of Cerberus forces. Those candidates who make it through the grueling basic training are submitted to an intensive psychological program that renders them fearless, disciplined, and unrelenting. Outfitted with custom-designed armor and rifles, these soldiers function with determined precision and practiced teamwork. The first to rush into a fight, assault troopers often work in tandem with more powerful units. They make strategic use of this scenario, keeping their opponents occupied until it is too late to react to the combined Cerberus force bearing down on them.
That's a lot of organization coming from what was once like a black market gang.
Yeah.
You know, in terms of what we knew.
Decided to go all out.
Okay, we got the planets.
Probably Red Dot, probably. Pharos as well.
Exogeny. Freedom's Progress.
Colony, the Blackout. Haestrom, which is the
Which
weird
one was
sun.
Haestrom again? The weird sun.
Exploding.
Yes. Ilium, for sure.
Indentured servitude.
Yep. Good times on Ilium.
New money, baby.
Other. Population. Other.
Ilos. Yeah.
Corliss.
What was that?
Which
again?
one was this? Known as the Starcraft Cemetery. Corliss was a regional toxic junkyard for centuries. Ships reaching astronautical near death at connecting mass relays were sent to Corliss, stripped of every useful component, and then dumped planetward to clear shipping lanes. Currently, Corliss hosts numerous merc factions, such as the Blue Suns, rumored to be using down-shipped fossils to test advanced munitions. Massive gun batteries threaten anyone attempting to planetfall, with minimal defenses against ground attack. The Grunt mission. Yeah, the one where we found the tube-born.
Yeah, okay. The Kurganav therefore seated Corliss with a hardy Varan, Warhounds. All right. It's extreme.
Or was it Glassborn? I forget. Either way. Novaria, for sure. That's from part 1.
Yeah, a long time ago. Omega, the classic.
Don't fuck with Arya.
Yep, right there. Notorious. Pragia. Yep.
That's it.
Rakana.
Drell Homeworld.
Right.
Everyone having PTSD flashbacks.
Terminus Systems. The Migrant Fleet. Oh,
Anything new?
Nope.
No.
Prisoner's Veil.
Hiding a bunch of badasses that I can't wait to see them roll out. There's so many of them, and they're awesome. Damn. Fuck yeah, Geth.
Big fan.
Love Geth.
Love the Geth.
Legion has made me love the Geth.
Yeah. What about right before meeting Legion?
Well, you know, they're a bunch of dumb fucking shot bots. That you should do. They're grunts.
There weren't enough of them for you to care.
No. You know.
If there were enough at the same time to have enough collective consciousness
in
to
3
interact
words,
with you.
dude. In 3 words, you haven't met, or 4, you haven't met me.
Yeah.
That's it. That was the moment. Damn. Shattered. Guard broken.
And Vermeer. Yep, that's fine.
You know, and it's not like the Quarians didn't already feel like they were... it's like the Quarians didn't give off a vibe of being up their own ass anyway. So, you know, when it comes down to it, like... let's go Geth.
Normandy SR1. Probably the same stuff. Destroyed. 2183. Ambushed by a collector ship.
And then how to do... what was it? Knife fight distance, I believe.
Oh, yeah, that might have been...
Space combat.
This thing?
No, space combat.
Oh, yeah. The ranges.
Medium range.
Close knife fight.
Knife fight range.
Yeah.
There you go.
Technology, artifacts.
Artifacts? Is that correct?
I feel like both spellings are okay.
Really? Is that like a British American thing? Maybe.
That's possible, yeah.
Um.
Okay, well, I think this might be old.
Yeah. It's mentioning
the AI stuff. Probably.
Versus AIs versus VIs, which this needs to be updated. We've learned quite a lot since then.
The VIs.
That's weird because while we have Canadian spelling, which emulates British a lot of the times, we definitely say artifact, you know? And the Alpha Relay. Oh,
that's new. It's talking about canceling.
Okay, yeah.
You want to take it?
Discovering the age of mass relay is not an easy task. Relays can shield themselves to preserve their integrity down to the quantum level, so taking a sample for analysis proves nigh impossible. Relays also maintain self-cleaning cycles. We did.
Oh, that's the thing with the dust.
Yeah, the dust. Use the dust to age.
Right, okay, right there.
Yeah.
We're good. The Reaper War. The fall of Earth.
The Reapers took Earth in a matter of hours. The Alliance knew the first wave would arrive from Batarian space, but they were unprepared for the speed and scale of the attack. The Reapers bypassed the 6th and 7th fleets at Terra Nova and Eden Prime, flying straight from relay to relay, where they could neither be tracked nor intercepted. When the tactic was unexpected, since the navies of organic species would never risk coming out of FTL within combat range or leaving enemies at their backs to threaten supply lines. At Arcturus Station, more than a dozen Reaper capital ships engaged the Alliance's 2nd, 3rd, and 5th fleets. There's mere screening. This was mere screening for the main force. Dozens more capital ships continued through the Karen Relay, where the 1st fleet had been lying in wait but was soon destroyed. Damn, this sounds like a Legend of the Galactic Heroes episode. The 4th fleet near Earth had a few minutes of advance warning. It stood no better chance. After destroying the Earth's comm buoys, smaller Reaper destroyers wiped out all GPS and communication satellites in Earth's orbit and cut the undersea fiber optic cables that linked the continents.
Oh, maybe that's the smaller Reapers
that little thing that flew by. Yep. Earth's resistance now relies on outdated radio towers and a few quantum entanglement communicators whose matched pairs happen to be on the other continents or outside the Sol system. Communication is so limited that the fate of entire nations remains unknown. Damn. All right, so
disconnected.
North America, done. Europe, cooked. Asia, probably not doing great.
Probably doing better than North America.
But, like, imagine it's like, oh, yeah, no. Meanwhile, like, the Pacific Islanders are, like, fucking doing their hackas and taking it out, you know? Like, they're holding on. They got one. What? How? Yeah. Oh, man. The capital ships bombarded defense installations and industrial centers, annihilating entire cities with populations in the low millions, including Adelaide, Hamburg, Algebail, and Fort Worth. Meanwhile, no, not Dallas-Fort Worth. We need that airport to get everywhere. Meanwhile, Reaper destroyers descended into the atmosphere to melt roads and capture population centers with minimal loss of life. Really? This is not an example of the Reapers being merciful. Most likely they're hurting their prey to make the coming harvest that much easier. True, they got to get the juice.
Can't kill everyone.
Can't kill everybody. They need the juice.
Al-Jubail and Saudi Arabia. Okay.
They're, so it wasn't Neom that got captured? the line? No, I guess then the idea is, I wonder how much population they want, right? But yeah, we know they want to fucking
billions at least.
They need to liquefy,
right? Wasn't it like billions inside a Reaper?
Yeah. You don't want to end up in the fucking dick, man.
Nope, not there.
Or the taint. Not good.
All right, the fall of Karshan. Oh boy, I think I know what happened there. For every 1,000 Batarian refugees, there are 1,001 stories about how the Reapers invaded the Batarian systems. A few elements are common to almost every version, however. The Reapers arrived first in the Vular system and immediately destroyed its communications network. The Hegemony's Department of Information Control blamed the loss of signal on space weather, but scrambled ship to the system nonetheless. Within a day, Reaper capital ships appeared in the Harsa system and descended on the Batarian homeworld, Karshan.
Let's go, Reapers, work.
Oh no, the Reapers are going to the Batarian system. Let's do something. Just hold on. Can we wait for 5 minutes?
You better work, Reapers. Let's go.
Looking good, Harbinger. Looking good. For all the rhetoric about the Hegemony's military prowess, their response to the Reapers was uncoordinated. Moments after the information minister took to the extranet and announced that unknown ships were destroying all space traffic near Karshan, the defense minister declared there was no reason to panic.
Yeah.
The planet's comm buoys were destroyed next, creating an ominous silence that has persisted ever since.
There you go. Put out posters calling everybody cowards. Mm-hmm. We can fucking do it. We don't need you. Those are just big slaves. They're worth more.
Fearing they were next, Batarian colonies across hegemony space began evacuations. So many refugees poured into the human-occupied Exodus cluster that System Alliance officials at first thought the Batarians were invading.
Damn, dude.
More System have gone dark as their comm buoys were destroyed and millions more Batarians trapped on their planets sit waiting for the Reapers.
Just D-daying the ships. Like, so what you're telling me is refugees? Did you hold on? Feed, reload. What? So they're which ones? These? No, incoming? What's going on? I don't. Hold on. Reload.
I'm so confused. Can we get more intel on this?
We need.
Come on, just a little bit more.
We're gonna need some confirmation.
Not even one.
Okay, so the Batarians were probably mad about your giant war crime.
Real mad.
But they didn't have time to let it seethe because then that happened. notice this section has room for expansion. Right?
Yep. The Reaper War is not done yet.
The fall of Earth, the fall of Karshan. That seems like there's quite a few other capital planets to make it to. And we're reading about the fall of Earth in the past tense, even though it's like a second ago.
Yeah.
But like, what are you going to fucking do? Right?
Yeah, those Wikipedia entries, they get updated real quick. You know?
Yep. These codex are fucking reliable. Okay.
Donated to the Codex. Just $3, you know?
From Jimmy Wales of the Codex Society. Please. We know you're reading this, but the time is now.
Yeah.
Now, hold on. For the cost of a coffee, you can help keep the Codex going. Who writes the Codex? Is this the same?
Body armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks similar.
Mm-hmm.
Kinetic barrier.
Shields.
Probably the same. Mass
Accelerator.
accelerator. Probably the same. Small arms.
Retrofitted bullshit, stupid fucking nonsense.
Oh, man. The thermal clips. Thermal clips. Taking armor and fortification.
Consider it like in retrofitting the guns and deciding things weren't difficult enough, a password system for every bullet was then inserted onto each gun. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Yeah, that fall folder has room for more. Dude,
Yeah, baby.
the fall of Tachanka?
Oh, no.
We just got our shit together.
Oh, no.
What the fuck you mean the fall of... When did Tachanka get up?
Bruh.
We just got up. What you mean the fall? It's been fall. What are you gonna do? Shoot the rubble? Damn.
Pick up the rubble.
Then drop it back down. You know? The Reapers land and they're just like, oh, yeah, I guess we already got this
Kick
one.
the dirt. It's like...
And like
Yeah.
the Krogans are like ready for war, and they're just like, yeah, okay, we already got this one, right? Yeah, did you get it? No, who was it?
The Krogans are about to go out, but then it's just like, no, hold up, they might just leave.
Harbinger, was that you? No. Who was? I don't know. All right, whatever. All right, yeah, we got it.
Let's check that one off the list.
Tachanka.
Update the speaker for the trials. And the Reapers came, and they wanted none of that, so they left. That's not how it happens.
Yeah.
I'm recording here.
We scared them away.
Get out of the recording room.
We all yelled, "We are Krogan," and they ran away.
Oh, my God. All right. Oh.
Is challenging you.
WoolieVersus the algorithm.